Guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. So I hear you guys loud and very, very clear in the comments. Man, a lot of you guys are frustrated, to say the least, of the meta. Now, just to be a little bit of an optimist, just to give you a little bit of glass half full, hang in there. I mean, there's only a couple weeks left in the season, and obviously there will be balance changes, so at least return to the game. If you put the game away for a week or two, I don't blame you, but at least return, because I love you guys. So anyway, in today's video, we're actually going to be covering a counter deck to the frustrating meta that is this season, although I would argue that the freeze meta was a little bit more aggravating, just my personal take, or even the Goizen meta of like 2016, if any of you guys can remember that far back, or the clone meta. I don't know, there's been a lot of bad metas out there, but you guys can let me know which was your least favorite. We're joined by Hatcher today. He's currently 79th in the world with a really interesting deck that I want to cover. But first, guys, check out this. It's not a deck, but check out these 8 cards. Right, so whether or not you want to play the deck that we're going to be sharing today, these are 8 cards that I have expertly identified as being perfect witch slash meta counters right now. And really, you know, you don't need more than 1 or 2 of these cards in your deck. Obviously Poison, obviously Baby Dragon, they have very high win rates. And then we have Bowler, E-Drag, sneaky good inside this meta. We also had the Furnace, really good inside this meta. Bomb Tower, also sneaky good inside this meta. Does really well against Wall Breakers and the Witch. And of course, in my eyes, the MVP, she's already has high use rate, so it's not a secret to anybody, but the Valkyrie is extremely well poised to counter this frustrating meta. So maybe you're playing like old school log bait or something like that, go ahead and sub in that Valkyrie. If you're playing a Knight, there's really no reason you should be, honestly. A Knight is not a bad card in a vacuum, but sub in that Valkyrie. If you're playing other cards, like, I don't know, even Dark Prince, I would sub in the Valkyrie, assuming you do have the levels there. Playing Prince, sub in the Valkyrie, really, because she just combats the meta very, very nicely right now. So let's go ahead and jump into a match. You guys saw the deck already. He is ready to play live for us. I'm going to try out the deck as well. Now, this is it, right? So it's a cross between an anti-meta deck and a meta deck because it has the Witch. Pretty much every deck has Witch. I mean, 220% damage increase. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty significant, right? But we do have the Valkyrie to counter the opponent's Witch, and Mortar actually does pretty well right now. No big spell in this deck, but it has the sneaky, I'm not gonna say OP, it's certainly not OP, but the sneaky, powerful Dark Goblin also inside this deck. I love the Dark Goblin, guys. A lot of you guys recognize it. You know who you are. I see you guys in the comments saying that, yeah, I'm with you, Ash. Dark Goblin is really sneaky strong right now. So this is the deck, guys. Let's go ahead and watch him play it live. We're going to come back at you guys when he finds a match. All right, guys, here we go inside the arena against Kota, who I believe is a really solid player. So we'll see what we have, what Hatcher, excuse me, has in store for us. He starts out Mortar, starting play, split archers in Inferno Tower by the opponent to start things out here. So interesting deck. It looks like maybe a minor poison deck by the opponent, but who knows inside this meta. It's probably a minor poison wall breakers deck, but we will see. So Inferno Tower, Wall Breakers, Archers, obviously Snowball, still pretty good, can counter the Wall Breakers on the first shot. I'm curious, or with one Snowball on the first shot, yeah, how many shots are there in a Snowball, Ash? Anyway, so on the first, believe it or not, Snowball on the first shot can counter Wall Breaker, the first one. No, don't even need the second shot. Anyway, here comes the Miner down from the opponent. So it is that Miner deck that we talked about here. The best Miner control deck that we've seen actually in quite a while by the opponent. But I like Mortar, even as a non-Mortar player. Look at this deck. It's definitely not a typical Mortar deck, right? We have Valkyrie, as you see there. Nicely played, right? Valkyrie. We have Witch. We have Dark Goblin, Miner, Mortar. Just a really cool combination. Now, the opponent's going to have to respond to both lanes here. Well, it looks like Valkyrie might get just one swing, but still, one swing on that Valkyrie, don't need to tell you guys, is very powerful. This is one of the things I love about the Dark Goblin. You can play him in the opposite lane. Wait, was that in the opposite lane? Either way, you can play him in the opposite lane if you want to defend both sides. And a ton of damage there. The Gatling Gun Dark Goblin on that left tower. So a nice damage advantage here on our part here with about 15-20 seconds remaining here in single elixir time. Here come the Wall Breakers again. We have the Goblin Gang in hand. So the opponent Kota here playing a lot of Wall Breakers in that left lane, but is yet to break through to connect. So here comes a Valkyrie by the opponent. We have Witch down in response. I believe the opponent does have that poison as their last card. Not enough elixir to play it there. Now they have enough elixir, but they're not using it here. Rather just defend and reload in on the defensive side of the arena, excuse me. Valkyrie does get one swing there on the tower and on one of those archers. Meanwhile, we have a miner attacking that right lane with the mortar, doing some work against that Inferno tower. Here come the wall breakers, forced to use 2 elixir wall breakers against that mortar. That's fine by us. We still have the damage advantage here. 1694 remaining on that right tower. Now we catch that miner with the Goblin gang. Meanwhile, we have a witch, excuse me, in the right lane. Goblin gang surviving, moving into left. Now we have a miner. See the split lane attack in this deck, guys? We have the mortar and the witch in the right. Dark Goblin supporting that mortar also with the bats. We have a mortar connection there. Poison finally comes down. Again, we have Goblin gang down for those wall breakers. A bunch of mortar hits on that right tower. Dude, Hatcher making it look really easy so far. Tower's down to 410. We don't have a big spell, though, so let's see if we can defend here. Big push. We have Valkyrie in hand, though. No worries. Valkyrie Witch, no worries at all. 19-19 remaining on our weak side tower. Meanwhile, the opponent stuck at 410 on theirs. That's going to be GG again, making it look easy, and you can see perfectly how this deck counters the meta. Very good option for you guys, even if you're not a Mortar player. I'm going to have another Hatcher live match right now, and then we will go ahead and show a couple replays against a couple really good top ladder players, and then I will jump into the arena for a match. It is the superset video. He's currently 66th in the world. Be right back. Alrighty, that wasn't too bad of a wait. Here we go against Stiffmaster. Stiffmaster bait. He's playing bait is what I'm trying to say here. So a Musketeer, what card is that? It's a card that we don't see very often anymore. Honestly, Musketeer has been one of the losers in this meta. We've seen her use rates really plummet. Barbarian's down, not quite in time. We have the bats down, zap in response. Musketeer's going to get one hit there in the right. Barbarian's another card that we don't see a lot of. So a very interesting deck here by my man, Mr. Master, the Stiff himself. Barbarians actually do get a couple swings on that right tower, taking it down to 2975. Now we go in with a miner in the counterattack. Miner Witch here. So Barbarians, interestingly enough, I mean, Barbarians are good to counter a Witch on the defensive side of the arena. They're very bad against the Witch when it's on our defensive side of the arena. However, they did make contact there for a bit of damage on the right side in that match. Here we go, reloading with the Mortar here. I believe Barbarians are back in hand for the opponent, but here comes a, oh, interesting. Let's see if we support this Mortar and just try to really... Okay, we don't support the Mortar. We let the Musketeer. And these are the little nuances that I like to pay attention to. Hog! Oh, I didn't see that coming. Did you guys? Valkyrie down. That's actually a really nice Valkyrie there. Holds that Hog just to one swing on that right tower. And then the Musketeer is going to go ahead and get taken care of as well. So that was really nice defense. And we apply some serious pressure here, going with the Bats, the Musketeer, and the Miner there. And the Snowball. So not afraid to... Wow, it's going to result in a lot of bat damage onto that tower. Very aggressive counter push, just with the wherewithal Hatcher to realize, hey, the opponent, I think they might have overcommitted. Stiffmaster can't help but laugh at this point. How many times am I going to say Stiffmaster in this match? You've got a name, man. You've got a name. What can I say? So here we go. Sorry for being immature. What can I do? His name is Stiffmaster. There we go. Stiffmaster Tally. Oh, I said it again. Damn it. This video is already off the rails. Here we go. A big attack from the opponent in the left. He's gonna... Oh, the predictive fireball. But we go with the Dark Goblin way in the back. Zap comes down. That's gonna... The opponent's going for a tower trade. Not working out for him here, ladies and gentlemen. And we have a counter push in the left. Hatcher, my man. Again, playing this guy like a fiddle here in this match. And wow. Wow, well played. Valkyrie, Dark Goblin, tag team in that left tower, taking it all the way down to 400, make it 310 HP with a little over 20 seconds left in this match. Here comes that Hog Rider Goblin barrel again. We have the Dark Goblin ready there. Hog's gonna get a couple hits. It doesn't matter here. There's not enough time for the opponent to make anything happen here. We're gonna attack in the pocket with that Valkyrie. We have a Witch alive as well. We have a bunch of Bats coming in, a Miner coming in. Barbarians are down. Doesn't matter. Tower's down. That's a 2-0 victory here for Hatcher. And again, the opponent not too happy about it. Take that, Stiffmaster. All right, how many times did I say it? 7 times? Man, very well played there, Hatcher. Very well played. Okay, so he is currently 55 in the world. I asked him to play 2 matches. Did that flawlessly. Now let's go ahead and take a look at a couple replays that he has for us. let's show this one. I want to see something. Okay, oh, man. Giant Sparky? Yes, please. Yes, please. In the Mega Knight one, I'm more interested, honestly, in this Giant Sparky. How we handle a big, heavy, XE NATO Giant Sparky deck like this one. Let's see what he does here against TR King from Soldier Esports. Hopefully TR King puts up a little bit better of a fight than Stiff Master. Sorry, guys. All right, Valkyrie down against that Mini P.E.K.K.A. in the left. And just starting off here, obviously, you know, he's willing to start off with the Mortar. I'm sure he's willing to start off with the Miner as well. But you can see just in those live matches that most of the time, he's aggressively going in with that Miner after every single one of our successful defenses with this deck. So you defend with the Dark Goblin, with the Witch, or with the Goblin Gang, or the Bats, and then you send in that Miner. So very aggressive on the counterattack with the Miner. So here we go. It's going to be Bats and Dark Goblin doing their thing here against that Sparky. But hey, nice NATO by the opponent. Now we have the Goblin Gang in hand. Oh, just at the very last second there we go in that Goblin Gang, and there it is again, just like I've talked about. Just perfect timing there, right? Go with that counterattack. And the opponent, you know, they dropped the Mini P.E.K.K.A., but we scored a lot of damage on that tower, a lot of chip damage, taking it down to 2692. Now the counterattack from the opponent, we have the Witch. Oh, man. I mean, look at the opponent's hand here. What are they going to do? They give the good game. We have the Witch. You know, good luck getting to the tower, Giant. We have the Witch who hits like a musketeer with about 1 million skeletons at her side. So the zap comes down and the minions. The minions are another card. We saw it last match with the musketeer, but minions too, right? It's a card that, you know, because of the Witch, we're not seeing many minions anymore. Minions, archers, Musketeers seem to be the 3 cards in terms of just sheer numbers. Use rates have gone down the most in this kind of toxic meta that is this month. Well, I want to be fair. We had Night Owl and Tag on the channel a couple days ago, like a 40-minute podcast-style video. Let me know, by the way, what guests you guys want to see in the next one of those. I want to do those a few times a month here, longer format, kind of conversational-type videos. But we had that, and I gotta admit, I was a little disappointed in some of you guys. I love you guys, you know that, but I'm gonna be real with you, too. I'm a little bit disappointed at some people giving Night Owl a lot of crap on social media and stuff, saying that he was being way too positive about this meta. Listen, if someone's going to enjoy the game for what it is, a game, you know, far be it from me or anybody else to say, how dare you enjoy this game, you know, so I just wanted to kind of put it out there that I love Night Owl. I think he's one of my favorite. I hope to have him soon on the channel again, but I thought he was really refreshing in a way, and it made me look at the meta in a new way too, like, you know what, maybe it's not that bad, right? I mean, like I said at the beginning of the video, it's only going to be a few more weeks. Hopefully we can all kind of get through it and move on to something better in November, right? Anyway, so shout out to my man Night Owl. So here we go. It's going to be Execution coming down here. Although I thought that both Night Owl and Tag, honestly, made a lot of good points in that video. They basically, we talked about the meta, what they would recommend the balanced team do and stuff like that. And I thought they both made a lot of great points. It was a really good video. I was really happy with that one personally. Anyway, here comes that, ooh, the log comes down, takes down the Dark Goblin. The beautiful thing about this deck is, hey, they use their log, they use their zap. We have basically 2 or 3 options at all of those, against all of those spells, right? We have the Goblin Gang, the Dark Goblin. We have the Bats, we have the Witch. We just have quite a few responses, and look at this, just textbook defense every single time here by Hatcher. Snowball comes down, we have the Valkyrie in hand, we have the Mortar down to pull that Giant, and with all these kind of swarmy troops, the opponent, even though they have Zap, Log, Xe, and NATO, they're still not able to do much here. We have plenty of options, right? So here we go, it's going to be the Miner coming in, getting some more chip damage. Dude, that was a great replay, honestly, and I blabbed, you know, most of the damn replay. I just blabbed on about the video 3 days ago. But truthfully, the opponent had basically every counter they could ask for in that matchup, right? They had the Log, the Zap, the Executioner, and the NATO, and they still weren't able to even get to our tower. It's a really nice deck, this one here. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and play it. Here we go. Let's see. Yeah, let's give it a shot. All right, against Kazama. Good luck. Inferno Tower, starting hand. We have neither the Mortar or the Miner in our starting hands, so let's see if he does something first here, and we will kind of react. Looks like he's not going to do anything, so I'm just going to split Goblin Gang in the back. And let's see what side. He's probably going to respond to the strong side, which he does. So we're going to go in with the Mortar opposite side. Oftentimes, you can kind of predict Mortar if you play it, right? And you can predict they're going to drop something on the strong side of the Mortar. That's fine. I mean, I'm totally cool with how that went, right? Because we can defend. He's actually going to use a Fireball. Again, I think this dude is going way too aggressive. So I'm just going to really attack here in the right. He doesn't have a big spell in hand. Skeletons will do some work. Going to go pretty hard. I want him to use a small spell. He has Mega Knight, maybe? Okay, he has a Wizard. The reason I didn't support that push more is because I thought he might have Mega Knight, so I didn't want to just drop things at the bridge haphazardly, right? But I'm just going to go opposite lane here. Valkyrie high, Dark Goblin low. When you see Graveyard, you think they might have freeze, so you just kind of, at least me, I'm always cautious. So I'm going to go in here. I don't think he has freeze, though. The bats are going to do some work. The bats, dude, check that out. I think if I was faster and not an old man, I probably would have had the the wherewithal to send in that miner there as well. But so right now, yeah, I wonder what he has for another tank. I guess I'm going to Mortar here and see what he does. Inferno Tower, Goblin Gang. Boom! I'm available, CRL teams. I'm available. So I'm gonna take essentially the free 1 or 2 hits on that tower, keep my witch at full health, and then I'm gonna go in with the miner. He doesn't have NATO, so I'm actually gonna go in like in the back here, try to pull this wizard. Okay, OP OP moves there, Ash. So he's probably going to Graveyard here. Nope. Oh my god! What in the Sam hell is this? Okay. He fireballs there. Interesting. That was a really awful fireball. Because this is just looking pretty good for me here. I'm just going to Valkyrie here. I'm also going to send the miner in right on that. I don't even have to defend this graveyard, honestly. And yeah, that was kind of a little bit of an easier one there. A weird deck, you know, but I guess you never know what you're going to get inside the arena. Guys, give these cards a try. Huge shout out to Hatcher and Crucible Wrath. I always say this when I have one of the Crucible guys on the channel, but man, they're an OG clan. I think I'm correct in saying that they're the only clan in Clash Royale that was one of the top clans in Clash of Clans, predating Clash Royale. Crucible Wrath has been around in the Supercell ecosystem since 2013, I believe, maybe even 2012, which is just incredible. So hats off to their whole clan family, and hats off to Hatcher for joining me. Check out his player stats and profile thanks to statsroyale.com. Guys, think about subbing in one of those 8 cards maybe into your deck if you're having trouble or frustrated with this meta. I guarantee it will help at least a little bit, right? Huge shout out to Bren Chong, my YouTube partner. Check out his information as well. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.